let me go ahead and let me dust this off. I don't know, when you sweep a team, you know, gotta clean yourself off a little bit. Alright, let's just go ahead and get down to the video. Back with another video, Talks with TJ, aka TJ Two Swoosh Chains, and yes, y'all know I'm in my GSW bag because we won the Western Conference Finals. You already know, got the Western Championship. Yes, my championship shirt is on the way, okay? Won the West, amen. It is on the way, you just wait. Fanatics also had free shipping on championship gear. I was not passing that up. So I am patiently, very impatiently waiting for that to arrive. So I'm proud of my boys, proud of that drafted team that you all at least didn't hate in 2015 when we won that ring. So can we get back to that? Can we get back to, if you gonna hate on KD, hate on him. Stop hating on the team. They didn't even have him. Bruh didn't even travel with us, which is kind of concerning. You didn't even travel to support the team. Boogie was there. Iggy was there. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And we know that man, Mama Thompson. Bless that man's defense. Bless that man's shot. And we all know Curry definitely cooking. He in a different bag. But we are gonna get into an actual topic today. I'm gonna try to keep it short. But I do want to show you guys, I buy more than clothes and shoes and stuff like that. Your girl got a book. Y'all see it? I know, I stand for Klay so hard. I know, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. So Klay Thompson, the incredible story of one of basketball's sharpest shooters. Now you guys already know I am reading right now Golden. It is the miraculous rise of Steph Curry. So I will now have this. Now the difference is I can actually keep this. This is mine to keep. That one's a library book. This one is mine to keep. So this is by Clayton Jeffries. I actually got this off eBay for $4.23. It was from Thrift Books. So y'all can get a lot on eBay, okay? Expand your minds. Read, all right? Expand your minds and read. But I just want to go ahead and get into this topic. So I have no idea if you guys follow sneaker news that is outside of just pickups and releases, but on my phone, it will show me anything possible that could be related to sneakers just based on how I have my Google Assistant set up. And right now, there's more going on in sneakers that they could, the sneaker industry itself could be affected by when it comes to politics. Now, I'm not here to argue pro-Trump, anti-Trump. Trust me, that is not what this is about. So please don't come in my comment section because I will probably just delete them or mute you because I don't want to sit here and have that discussion. The discussion that needs to be had is the fact that tariffs have already been placed on goods imported from China on things such as gloves, okay? Like there's already a tariff imposed on those things and consumers here in the US could be affected by those. Now, once again, something doesn't seem that bad until it starts to really creep into your area, your line of work where it could really affect you. Well, guess what? Sneaker retailers are feeling this heat now because there could be an additional tariff imposed on Chinese goods that includes sneakers. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'll make sure I put the quote here so you guys can see it. I believe it is from CNN News. But when you look at Nike, Under Armour, I think Adidas, Foot Locker, these are just some of the bigger names of the industry that pretty much wrote this letter to the government saying, hey, specifically to Trump, do not impose more import tariffs on Chinese goods, specifically sneakers, because you are going to have a grave effect and it's going to directly affect us here in the US, from actual producers, the actual companies themselves, down to consumers. So what they're saying is if they have even a 25% tariff that is thrown on sneakers coming into the US, that could have an effect that spans as big as $7 billion, not million, $7 billion across the US in terms of sneakers, like how they're going to be affected. How do you think they're going to account for that cost? It's going to come back to us. Like, we are going to be the ones paying for it. Now, we've all said it again, the fact that prices are rising already. If you want to look at a Jordan Retro 11, okay, let's just look at an 11. The standard price now for men is $220. That premium price, because you all paid it for the cap and gown 11, is $250 plus tax. That's already creeping up there. The fact that those Travis Scott ones are at 175 and all of y'all are losing y'all minds. As if it, like, I'm gonna be honest, if Travis Scott's name was not attached to this, y'all would not care this much. Y'all wouldn't. Just stop lying to yourself. You wouldn't care this much. You wouldn't. But because the Travis Scott's name is attached to it, they upped the price to 175 for this Jordan 1. And now that you all are just so willing to pay it and above, please understand, Jordan was already going to move towards probably making that $175. That new price point, that's going to be the new starting price point for Jordan 1s. They're probably going to end up moving. That 220 is a standard now for 11s. I could see 250 being a standard for 11s as well if you people are willing to pay it. So what do you think is going to happen if these tariffs, unfortunately, are imposed on sneakers coming into this country? Because there's a big part of sneakers, you know, it's made, like 25% of it, I think, definitely has to come from there overseas. And the fact that you can't just up and change production, like, you should go read Shoe Dog. There's so much that has to go into the production of sneakers. It's a long planning timeline. It's not something that you can just flip immediately and relocate and get everything situated. There's a lot that goes into it. So if that were to occur, it's going to take time to adjust, time to counteract that, and they still have to make a profit somehow. So my question kind of comes down to, let's look past this. It is hypothetical. We don't know if it's going to happen, but if it does happen, how is this going to affect a few people? How will this affect you, the consumer that's trying to just simply buy retail? Because that cost will be passed on to you, which means if the price of sneakers creeps up even more in relation to the tariffs, do you think you would still buy at a higher price? Do you think you would buy, let's say, a Jordan 1 at 175 instead of 160? Would you buy a Jordan 11 at 250 versus 220? Would you buy, let's just say, the new React Presto that came out? It's a good price point of only 120 because the Epic React was at 150, I believe. So if it automatically jumped up to 150, or Vapor Maxes jumped up to past the 190, 180 they are now, if they jumped up to, I don't know, 200, 220, would you pay for them then? That's one question to you, the consumer. Another question is to you resellers out there. Go ahead and do what you do, make your money, hustle. You know, I don't really buy from you, so I don't have to worry about it that much. But I don't know what my hair is doing. But in terms of resellers, so how would this affect you? And I'm asking this question because if the margin is now even smaller on what you can make profit-wise from a single shoe, what does this mean for your business? Because now, just for you to acquire Jordan 1, that's $175. Let's just say now tariffs are imposed. That's $15. The $15 may not sound like a lot, but as you continue to sell these shoes or resell them, that does cut into your profit, okay? That $15, it cuts into your profit over time. So would you now still go out, do all the same legwork, get all the same quantity of shoes you would get, knowing it's at a lower margin for you as someone trying to earn a buck on it? Or are you just going to shoot those prices up to an even higher premium? What would happen for you personally as a reseller? What would happen for you? And then if we're looking at the actual market itself, because we all tend to turn to StockX now or GOAT to see what things are selling for, what effect do you think you would have here? Do you think with higher automatic price points, so higher retail prices based on the tariffs, if shoes are sitting more in stores because no one's buying them, do we see the market tank on StockX for shoes that aren't super limited? Even if they're somewhat limited, do you see them start to tank like GRs because they're just sitting and resellers aren't making a buck and people are realizing, I don't want to pay the price, I don't care where it's coming from? These are questions I think that are very pertinent. I think they should be put out there to the masses for those that are interested in sneakers, because there are a lot of different things that influence business itself. Some of them are internal, some of them are external, some of them go from macro to micro. You know, it could be what brand is collaborating with what designer and what effect does that have on the brand and the market and the supply and demand itself, which you're seeing with kind of Travis Scott, whether it be Jerry Lorenzo, whether it be Virgil Abloh, and now you're looking at a macro standpoint of tariffs being imposed now on imported goods. What effect could that have on sneakers? I think it's an important question. This is sad, but this would be interesting to have to go over in school if I was still in school. But your girl ain't been in school for a while now. a while. People tend to think I am still like a college student, and I respect it. Thank you for telling me that I look really young. But listen, I graduated undergrad in 2011 and graduate in 2012. I'm not that young anymore. I just look it. But thank you for rocking with this video. Let me know. You guys have to let me know in the comment section. What do you think about this? This will go ahead. Sorry, I did not upload on Monday. I had to take some time away. I had to take care of some things, and then we had the game going, but I wasn't able to sit here and go live. Things happen, life happens, but thank you guys for always rocking with me, supporting me. Go ahead and hit that like button if you do like it. If you don't, again, I cannot please everybody. I'm getting exhausted trying, so thanks for rocking out with me. Peace.